Hey Capricorn, welcome to your October 2017 overview reading for the month. So since Halloween is my absolute favorite, I decided to do a spread called Vampire's Kiss, and it is all about understanding your shadow self and being able to work with it rather than against it. So I know that because of the eclipse, many of us have been doing shadow work, so I figured this would be appropriate, especially with the theme of it and everything like that. So I hope you enjoy this. Also, if you're looking to work with me one-on-one, or if you'd like to sign up for my workshop, I'm doing a partnership manifestation workshop, so I'm really excited. I got a bunch of requests to do it, so I'm actually launching it and offering it to the public now. And yeah, so let's go ahead and start with Paulina Cassidy and see what she has going on. Strength. Inner strength is the power within that pushes action into all areas of life. So this is about personal strength, perseverance, seeing actions through in order to, yield your desired result. And then for the Doreen Virtue Messages from your angels. And then if you're wondering what all these decks are called, I put a list in the description, so all of them are there. Okay, now we have Mystique. Keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. Probably one of my favorite cards, because it's just like you're going to get what you want. You just have to see it through. You have to persevere and continuously take action. Okay, so what should I give myself over to? Page of Coins. This is interesting. So what it looks like is there has been something that you wanted to take action on that you've probably put on the back burner for some reason. And so this is, when it says like give over to, it just means something that you, that it's a good idea to embrace rather than shove in a closet. And so it looks like you actually should get started, whether it be a book or a creative project, or, I really want to take that cooking class. Whatever it is for you, it's like, yeah, do it. There's this new thing that you want to get started, and so this is a confirmation to do it. Oh, I want to start dating again. Okay, do it. That's what the Page of Cups is saying, at least. What happens when I abandon rational thought? King of Cups. So this pushes you into a position where you have to embody your emotional self more often. And so this is one of those things, I think it was Scorpio, where instead of the emotional self, it was the psychic self that it was being put, that Scorpios were pushed into. So when you step away from rationality, it pushes you into emotionality, which that's not true for everyone. So it looks like you tap into that. What am I feeling? How do I feel about the situation? How are other people's going to feel? So it's all about you being able to empathize as you step away from rationality, productivity, things that are very by the book. When you kind of take your hands off the reins and you step away from rationality, it's all about the emotional being able to shine through. Now, who wants to kiss me? The way I've been reading this is like, who's showing you a lot of love right now? Okay, 5 of Coins. So this is someone who, it's like someone who's able to nurture you in a way that you can't do for yourself 100%. So it could be a friend, a parent, a partner. There's someone who just really sees you and acknowledges and recognizes you, who's able to, who's sending you a lot of love this month and is just really being there for you. Even if they're just your go-to for a shoulder to cry on, an ear to listen, whatever it is, they're just really showing up for you at this time. Now, how do I embrace my darkness? Now, this is more about how do I cope with my shadow? Like, how do I take care of that part of myself? Because you can't get away from it. So let's see what comes up. Justice. So it looks like just looking at your shadow with a clear mind and being able to say, oh, I know what that is. Generally, shadow shows up in terms of I'm doing something that is really abnormal for myself, or the example that I like to give is I quit smoking 10 years ago. Why do I all of a sudden want to start smoking again? And I usually go to, well, there's a certain level of alchemy that makes it very appealing and very attractive. And so what you can do is just look at it like, what is this thing that I am feeling like I want to experiment with again? And as you look at it with a clear mind, it'll kind of resolve itself, because that is like where I'm not going to tell you not to do certain things or to take certain actions. It's more about, as long as you see it clearly, it'll make it easier on yourself to just accept, you know, the dark corners that we all have. Now, what thrives in darkness? Now, this is what you need to let go of. Judgment. So, I'm going to clarify that before I say anything. The Empress. Okay, so it's the big thing that's coming up is you need to let go of being silenced. And it's time to let go of feeling like you can't speak up or you can't assert your needs adequately. There's definitely something here, especially with the Empress, that is kind of gnawing at me. It's like, oh, this is a persecution picture. Like, there's something about being silenced that's sitting here, right in the center of the spread. So with Judgment, even though this is a really far, like, it's totally just an intuitive, that's what's sitting with the Empress. And so it's about, you know, those thoughts when you have a moment to speak up and to speak your truth, and then the moments when it's that split second where you get to decide. You get to judge, do I say this or do I shove it in a closet and not speak up? And so what this is calling you to do is to speak up, speak your truth, make sure that you're taking all of this energy and kind of setting it aside just to see what happens. So there's a certain level of you need to take a risk with this. Whew, what thrills me? Ace of Rods. That's exciting. So with the Ace of Rods, it's kind of like, you know, having a good time, creative expression, sexual expression. It's that new, vibrant, fun energy that we all have within us, but that's really the thrilling part of life, is this unexplored territory, the new and the unexplored and unseen. Okay, now what increases immortality? So this is like a health card. The World. There's something that you're wrapping up. There's something that is kind of coming to a close, or that you're resolving within yourself in order to become healthier and more vibrant. And it's really time for you to just embrace that within yourself and understand, okay, there are certain things that no longer serve me that are just kind of coming full circle so that I can be healthier physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And what lives forever? This looks like energy to me because you have all the rods like flying through the air. So this looks like you have unlimited potential and energy to make things happen. And it looks, it just looks like energy is your currency and your resource that just goes on and on and on continuously. I'm going to clarify this card too. The High Priestess, yeah, so it's kind of like the thing that comes through is legacy. That's really the word. It's about, okay, you have all this energy to take action and make things happen, and the Empress is about the psychic self. So your legacy continues even when the physical has evaporated or disappeared, or you shed this earth body, whatever that is. It's all about the energy that you have in this lifetime is moving forward and creating a better, you're really able to improve your astral body on really great levels that you're not able to see yet. What action do I need to take? The Hermit, it looks like you do need to retreat a little bit. There's a certain level of healing that's going to be done in introspection. So this doesn't look like a very social month. If you can see, with the exception of the Five of Coins, all of these characters are individual, and this looks like past stuff. So because these figures are shadowed out, I really see that as, oh, there's a separation in terms of time. So, but you see the Page of Pentacles, Justice, the King of Cups, the Hermit, it's very individualistic. And so a lot of your month is going to be about retreat and figuring out your own direction so that you can actually create a better space in life for yourself and for the people that you care about. Okay, now I'm going to do the, I don't know what you want to call it, a mini spread. You can just go ahead and pick a card that's calling to you. I am using these for your growth period, so what's going on with you this month personally. And then below is going to be your environment. And then we have romantic relationships, whether you're coupled or not, your love life, whatever you want to call it. Okay, spread number 1. We have embrace. Okay, so this looks like self-nurturing. So the big thing that comes up with this card is self-care. What are you doing to take care of yourself? What are you doing to incorporate play, relaxation, love? One of the big things that comes up with my clients too is they don't even realize that just by asking for support and help and having sessions with people who are able to support you is a form of self-care and self-love. So it's one of those things that you may not even realize that you're practicing self-care when you're doing it. And So this is a big theme, is what does self-care look like for you this month? It's not necessarily a freaking bubble bath and mani-pedi. That's not what self-care means. Self-care can look any way, shape, and form you can imagine. It could be, buying a romance novel that you've really wanted to read, or going fishing, or spending time with friends, or giving yourself permission to cry and eat pizza. Because that is something that some people need from time to time. And so it's about being gentle and giving yourself permission to do what you need and to experience release and compassion for yourself. Now, your environment this month is the Fool, so you're setting off in a new journey. Now, I just want to point out that one of the messages that's coming up is kind of like, if you've just experienced a breakup or a loss or anything like that, it's really time to take care of yourself, nurture yourself the way you would a baby bird, and be open to this new chapter of your life in this new direction. And that's for anyone who's grieving in any way about anything. Okay, and in your romantic relationships, we have 5 of Wands. So this is conflict and dissatisfaction with the current circumstances. There is a certain level of grief, whether this be in the communication space. So this could be like with your partner, you're not exactly seeing eye to eye when it comes to communicating your thoughts and feelings. It could also be disappointment and frustration when it comes to dating, or feelings of wanting to give up and not deal with it anymore. Or just straight up conflict, like an argument or something. So it just looks like there is definitely something here where the remedy to these feelings is to embrace yourself, love yourself, practice self-care as best as you can, in whatever way, shape, or form that is. Now, spread number 2, we have healing. So there's deep spiritual work where you're receiving healing right now. Now, the environment for that is the 7 of Wands. And so with the healing work that you're doing right now, it is, again, we have the theme of isolation that's coming up, because you can see how, like, yes, this is burning really brightly, but it's also pushing other things away. And so it's really about understanding that the healing is going to come from these experiences of isolation, independence of thought and action, and that's okay. When you step into this hermit introspective state, not everyone will understand that, but there's great healing that you're going to get out of that. And in your romantic relationships, we have 2 of Coins. So there's the decision. Do I speak up? Do I not speak up? Do I go to this event? Do I not go to this event? Do I tell my partner about this? Do I not tell my partner about this? There's some type of decision that's coming up. And it's even if you're dating, and then you're in the process of making decisions around dating and partnership. What are your standards for yourself? What are your expectations? And for spread number 3, we have chakra love. So right now is a really, really great time to work with practitioners that are in affinity with you, that you feel really comfortable and safe with. That's really what I do. I do energetic healing work. So working with people who are able to do that for you, because we aren't always able to see it within ourselves. So even people who do chakra work need other people to support them in their own healing as well. And so now's a good time. Go see your acupuncturist or your esthetician or your chiropractor. Just make sure that you're taking care of yourself and that you are you know, keeping yourself energetically safe as much as you know how. Your environment is the Tower, so this is why you need to take care of your chakra system. There's a lot of transformation, rapid change that's happening in October. And so as there are these really fast changes that happen, it's important for you to keep yourself safe and healthy. In your relationship, we have the World, so there's cycles that are reaching completion within your relationship. I'm not necessarily saying, oh, there's a breakup happening. You know, that's not how this works, but there is, with the Tower in the World, it's like something is being released and then something is, you know, there's a cycle being completed. Okay? So it's, you know, I don't know exactly what this is. It's going to be different for everybody, but just keep in mind that the World is all about things coming to a close so that the next chapter can open up. So, like, if you and your partner were kind of disagreeing about something, then it looks like there's a resolution to that and you guys move on to the next phase of your relationship. Okay, so that is all I have for the reading. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for following me on Facebook and Instagram if you'd like more content. And I would just like everybody to know that if you're interested in the Partnership Manifestation Workshop, it's going to be super, super fun. It's super interactive. I'm going to teach you energetic tools for when you're manifesting, dating. We're going to, you know, release old belief systems that no longer serve you and craft a manifestation so that you're fully able to achieve the partnership that you deserve in this lifetime. And there's lots of other fun goodies like rituals and workbooks and all sorts of stuff that I'm including. So that's a 2-day workshop. All of the details, the time, more info on like what exactly it entails is all in the description box. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one, the details are in the description box, the link to go book a session with me. Don't forget, if you sign up for my newsletter, you get a solar year reading during your birthday month, so make sure you sign up for that. And you'll also get updates on any new workshops, classes that I'm launching as well. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. All of my links to everything, my website, all of that stuff is in the description, so make sure you check it out. And I will see you next time. Have a wonderful October, everybody.